sided with Jehovah's Witnesses, 2 were against. And that means Jehovah's Witnesses have won. They have won their case against the Norwegian government, who can now no longer deregister Jehovah's Witnesses as a religion and withhold the subsidies to which religions are entitled in Norway. It's a hammer blow. It is for me, and I'm sure it is for many of you watching. I just thought I would take some time to look over the statement that was put out. This is a summary statement in English. And there were a few things that I found interesting and truthfully rather frustrating. I'm going to read some parts to you. The state argued that the religious community's practice of social shunning violates children's rights and members' right to freely withdraw from membership. See Section 6 of the Religious Communities Act and Article 9 of the European Convention on Human Rights. Article 9 of the European Convention on Human Rights is critical, really, to should be able to leave a religion if they so choose. You can ask yourselves or decide for yourselves whether Jehovah's Witnesses are freely able, without any penalty or punishment, to leave their religion. Going on, it reads, as regards children's rights, the Supreme Court unanimously found that the state had not provided sufficient evidence that, in practice, Jehovah's Witnesses subject minor members to psychological violence or negative social control of such severity as to constitute a violation of children's statutory rights. The court attached weight to the internal guidelines governing the treatment of minors, the fact that family ties are not severed, and the absence of evidence demonstrating any actual scope of exclusions of children. This is a tricky one because I guess from the outset, if I'm being brutally honest, one of the weakest parts of this case has been the way, from an ex-Jehovah's Witness perspective, has been this principle of children being shunned. And obviously what the religion can argue is that shunning of minors doesn't really happen insofar as if a child isn't old enough to leave home and they are removed from the congregation, their parents still have contact with them, they still live in the family home. It's only when they're old enough to leave home that then there would be a restriction on contact. So that's kind of a difficult area to argue. Now, we can all think of examples of how the rules on shunning can make life terrible for even children, because let's be real, Jehovah's Witnesses can get baptized awfully young, and once you're baptized, you are of course subject to the various rules on disfellowshipping. Now, interestingly, since the Norwegian litigation, Jehovah's Witnesses have